Hi everyone, turn 57. A lot of stuff going on this turn, so let's go right into it. Site searching spells found some stuff, so overall pretty good there. Sent a horror after Banderlog, keep things interesting there. More summoning. The horror. We got ourselves this guy. And he just rushes in while Banderlog is trying to buff and rips him up there. Oh yeah, his attack is also life drain. Like that was a really good pull. So nice. Campbell's for free is back in business. More blood hunting. How am I up to? 45 plus 29, 74, 87, 109, 117. Okay. Yeah, it's blood hunting has not been very like I need to get more of it. I'm having a hard time keeping my unrest under control. So that's just something that I need to maybe I need to summon more eyes, maybe I should be summoning wolves or something. I don't know. But there's only so many provinces that have their actually suitable blood hunting locations. Like all these places have only like 3,000 people in them, so not really good for blood hunting. Then the locations that are good, I'm saturating them with lots of hunts. Although I could still do some improvements. So for example, picking up this one. Attacking Typhalia. Money continues to do super combatant things. Had my thug up here in Annika. Go ahead and capture that land. He doesn't have text collector, so I'm not actually sure why I'm getting paid for this. Like, it's not adjacent to my land. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to block here and connect my land anyways. Calum backstabbed me for, so far as I could tell, for no reason. They just flew a bunch of these ice clads into me. So that's something else I have to deal with, I guess. I don't know why I've got such hostile neighbors, but Calum has not been playing very well, I don't think. So I'll just have to descend upon them with a bunch of dudes, and we'll see where that goes. Ice clads themselves are not very scary. It's just like I don't want to have to go fight yet another opponent. And Calum in particular is annoying because they have lots of these birds with extra siege strength, so it's very easy for them to like alpha strike me and take my capitals and stuff before, or not my capitals, but my forts before I am really ready to defend and retaliate. So that's the thing. That is another thing. Conquered this fort from Asphodel. Ran into a small squad of Banderlog stuff here in this forest. So maybe I should have sent these guys back north, but it is what it is. This was like, these were all of my bad foul spawn. The only good unit that I had here is my Bane, so I'll just be happy that I got any kills at all, really. We might have like taken out a Clockwork Soldier or something. Yeah, 2 Clockwork Soldiers, which is fine. I didn't even want those troops to begin with, so not worried about that. Rigajo continues to clean up Tartary. He informed me yesterday that Tartary's down to just 2 provinces, one of which is their capital. So that's gonna happen there. Me. Oh yeah, I tried to liberate Aldgold since they just left one dude behind, and then they turned around and came back in. So they got a Bane of Fine, which is annoying, but ultimately inconsequential. Continuing to build up troops. I'm not sure if they're going to send their army off of Aldgold to try and intercept one of these squads before I unify them all together. So I'm doing a little bit of shifting them around just to try to avoid being caught with my pants down. And we'll see how it goes. Attacked Asphodel over here with just a bunch of foul spawns like spiders. That was successful. So I'm not sure how many troops Asphodel has here in 956, but I'll try to catch up with them and assuming that Asphodel doesn't have troops in 956, then maybe I can raid and take this province, which was really nice. It's got a bunch of earth income amongst other stuff. Then Asphodel attacked me here in Baloth, and this was fascinating. So Asphodel sent in a bunch of crap. I've got my drakes, a few ice drakes, and then in the back here my reavers. Just double checking, these guys do not have cold resistance, despite being kind of undead. So let's go ahead and watch this. The drakes close in, the ice drakes come a little too close for the fire drakes, which I didn't really like. But the fire drakes just annihilate things with their fire breath. That has gone really well. The reavers are being boxed out, which is great, because that means less friendly fire for there. Fire drakes continue to just mow down whatever is in their path. Some of them are starving, which is awkward. And now the fire drakes all decide to rout. I don't think that they saw something scary, so we just had a little bit of casualties, and because their morale was so low from some of them starving, they all decided that they were out of there. And is this guy crippled? Yeah, so he's gonna get ambushed on his way out. So, the result there was that I lost 10 fire drakes, which, I didn't lose that much and I got a lot of kills, but it is annoying that my fire drakes were starving, and that they routed it all despite having such good numbers. So when this is all said and done, we're going to be at 35 fire drakes up here, and then we've got another crew of 12 more, along with 17 ice drakes. Oh yeah, he should come along too, because why not? I don't remember which side I had them on, but this will be fine. So, at the very least, this is proving that the massed fire drake strategy can be pretty effective. Asphodel was not able to actually hurt them very much before they all just burned. I just gotta be careful with morale. Then attacked Fairy Forest, where this was where there had been a Gaia cult, which is still going around there, so I'm gonna just try to patrol them out. and we'll see how that goes. Banderlog attacks me in Worldsteeth Mountains. And this was funny. So I just have PD here. I've got a Nightmare and some Amazons, which I didn't even realize this is Amazon province. But the Nightmare is scary. And it just scares the Kanara that raided me away. So that was hilarious. I bumped up the PD a little more, so now I'll have 3 Nightmares. But this is definitely a province that I'm going to want to fort up later because Amazons are always good. I already have access to this cross path through Spectres, but hey. Calum attacks me some more because that's the sort of guys they are, I guess. Arugajo continue to clean up Tartary. Throne of Bones, Cymbeline, a Water Gem. Got some free Fire Mages, and that beat the Throne of Bones stuff there. Not so much there, so I'm gonna have to liberate that, which Cannibals for Free is entirely ready to do so. And then Ashdod, it actually like killed 2 of their demons, which is interesting. Caught a Shiniyama scout, and got patrolled out by Banderlog. So they'd had enough of my shit over there. And storming the fort here in Felicia, while money continues to hold the line, and we're having this girl go in and heretic in these provinces. So we can try to get rid of some of these candles and make our own dudes more effective. This girl here is also just sitting there purely to heretic. So at this point, amongst my neighbors, I have a short border with Rugajo here and up here. We're pretty friendly. There's AI Uruk, which is being pretty quickly consumed by Ashdod. There's AI Asphodel, which I'm making progress against. AI Asphodel is having a hard time with Money the Super Combatant, which is basically holding this pass here. Calum backstabbed me, so I guess like that's a thing that's gonna happen now. Just something else I have to deal with. I boarded them in 3 areas. Up here is our kind of main border, and then this mountain pass through here, and down here at Shambhala. Rugajo told me that he might eat Banderlog just for the hell of it, which, I mean, it's not really what I want because I definitely want some of this territory for myself, but if I'm going to have to fight Calum as well, then I won't really say no to it. So, Calum, so let's look at these Seraphs and see what they were actually casting, because Calum's been making a lot of these Seraphs. So we've got, yeah, just a lot of Storm Power and Thunderstrike. I don't know who actually cast Storm. I think it was also a natural storm rather than a storm. Or did one of them have a storm item? Sorry, I'm trying to find like who cast this damn storm. It doesn't even seem to be a storm, so I don't know how they were able to cast storm power. But yeah, this is their bless. Which is not a like hell bless by any means, but it is a pretty strong bless. Fire 4, death 4, nature 4, astral 4. I guess more nature than that because they also picked up affliction resistance. Which is kind of an odd choice, but hey, you do you. Cast by Canrid. Oh, he's got a Staff of Storms. That'll do it. Don't know how I missed him. So, what I'm thinking, because like, well, I guess these troops have a lot of protection in the cold territory because they have ice protection too. Once they move into my hot lands, that protection drops considerably. I don't know if the effect of ice protection goes negative or if it just goes to 0. So that would be either 17 or 11. That said, some of these provinces spread cold, so like this border province, it's chilly up in the mountains. Same with this one, which is awkward. I'm thinking that one thing that'll be pretty effective is just having a shit ton of foul spawn, because let's actually just have you reach all this gross dominion out of the way. Like they're doing a lot of thunder strikes, which they hurt, but the foul spawn will do skirmish formation and just kind of surround. Really, like the way to beat Thunderstrike spam is just with numbers, because it hits hard enough that shock resistance doesn't do very much against it, which is fine. If I have actual mages in the area, then I can deploy like Howl and stuff too. But that's not an option right now. These Reavers will they will rip through those guys even when they have ice protection, because they just hit so hard and so fast. So that'll be the plan for Calum, is just having lots of foul spawn ready to like push them back. Particularly ones that breathe fire. And as for Bannerlog, we've already talked about that. I'm running out of supplies, so this is going to come to a head basically next turn, which is fine. Ideally, I could suicide a bunch of like the bad ones, but what I am doing is I have. So I guess if there's like stealthy foul spawn that I could like stealth out of there. No, there's not gonna be. There are these stealthy lions though. Yeah, let's sneak some lions out of there, and that'll help me with my food problems. And then I can always just bring them back for the actual battle. I am not summoning more foul spawns for that exact reason. Meanwhile, the Spectre is going to cut off retreat. He's decked out pretty well. He's got resistance to everything but lightning, which Might want to put that in his script, although there's only one Kanara here, so he's not actually going to get struck by a lot of lightning. But he's doing quickened attacks with a scepter and not giving a fuck about it because he has encumbered 0. Spectral mages are so good. All right. Yes, we've talked about the plan for Asphodel. We've talked about the plan for Banderlog, and I'm still fleshing out what the plan is going to be for Calum, because, well, that's not a situation that I was expecting originally. So that's just something I'm going to have to deal with, because Calum's a dirty backstabber. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on turn 58.